Well, hi. Welcome back, boys and girls. Now, we're going to talk about something very, very interesting. Back a long, long time ago in Europe, in the countries of Europe, okay? Europe's a continent, and we'll talk about continents at a later time, too. But anyhow, this is really true. You see, little boys and girls got a lot of little carved toys, little dollies that were handmade, and, Santa was quite a woodworker, if you know what I mean. But nowadays things have changed. Now, hanging at the fireplace, you remember, right? Hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there, okay, were stockings. And in those stockings were a couple of hard candies, an orange or an apple if you were good, okay? And of course, the rumor of coal, and we'll talk about that sometime too. But as time went on and Santa Claus came all across the world, the stockings became more of something to have not only a little candy, but little fun things inside them. And we're going to talk about some of those fun things today. And again, by the miracle of video, I'm going to stop this and we're going to put on one of my favorite things to do. And I've got several of them to show you. They're called wind-up toys. So watch my first wind-up toy. You're going to stop. Now, my first wind-up toy is a Robbie the Robot. And it's kind of cool. He's silver and he's got his little brainiac inside that clear top of his head. And he just walks around. Now you can actually twist his little claws around, but that's all basically he does is he's a wind-up toy. Now I have to put him on a surface like this that's slick, you see, because if I put him on something like this, he falls over. So that is really kind of cute, but that's my version of a Robbie the Robot. Now this next wind-up toy is very, very old. It's hard to find. This is E.T. It is not a zombie. It's the little E.T. He really is tiny, but they got him made up pretty big here. Now, he's really kind of cool because his arms can go up and down, you see. And he waddles like E.T. And his head kind of moves, too. Kind of bobs like a cork, in the water. But that's E.T. Now, don't remember. Phone home. Now, next comes what I call my Invisible Man. You see, there's the Nikes or the Adidas. I'm not sure which one. They look custom made. And the Invisible Man's walking in there somewhere. You can see the shoes, but you can't see the legs. But that's what I call my Invisible Man. Walk one more time. That's good enough. So that's a real fun thing to find in your stocking, too. Now, here's a little bit bigger robot. He waddles back and forth. You see his body waddles on his head. Let me put him down like this. You can watch him actually move a little bit there. See how his head goes back and forth? And then his feet waddle back and forth too. And you can see his little controller right there. But that's another one of my robots. Again, stocking stuffers are so much fun. Now think about this. You can take this guy or the next one I'm going to show you, which is, believe it or not, hold on here. I'm going to leave the camera on just for a second. You're going to get to see this guy. This guy is Godzilla. Well, that's what I call him. He might not really be. He's an oldie, and he's made out of metal. Now, the funny part about it is, if you look real close, actually, that looks like a plastic, too. It kind of fooled me. But inside his mouth, back in the old days, little sparks would come out. The sparks couldn't hurt you or anything, but they made it look like Godzilla on TV, where he would shoot sparks out of his mouth or fire or something. Those are the old Japanese movies. But that's Godzilla. Now think about this. You could have Godzilla, or you could have a robot attacking your little Lego wall that you made. Legos are about my fourth most popular toy still. But stocking stuffers like this are a lot of fun. Now, let me show you a couple more stocking stuffers. Now, I want to show you how toys, like these wind-up toys, kind of look the same, but they're different. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know, but here's a baby chicken. Look at him scamper around. He's a pretty fast little guy. Depending on the size of your stocking, he would fit in pretty good, But I'm going to show you one of his friends. His friend here is Hoppy the Frog. Now, they're totally different. I mean, really, one's a chicken and one's a frog. But the way they were made is pretty interesting. They're about the same size and about the same body, you see? Let me show you really close. Now, of course, their bodies are different colors and stuff, but look at their feet are about the same, except these have the little, what I guess you would call them pads or flippers, and these have the chicken legs. Ho, 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 ho. Now, on the sides, look, they even have the same wind up. So, the company who made these really used about the same body, but changed the look, which is really good for them, you know. But these are great stocking stuffers, and they move pretty fast. So I got to show you two more. I think you're going to really like these. Hold on. Now, this is not a Slinky, and we'll be talking about Slinkies probably later on in another chapter of our Santa Magical Visit, but this is a worm. Look at how he walks. Isn't that cool? He just wanders around. It's like a Slinky. He slinks around. He goes pretty fast, and then finally when he unwinds, he goes slower and slower and slower. There's a little head there popping right at you. Pretty cool, this little caterpillar, I think anyways, but here's one of the cooler ones coming up. Now this guy, he winds up from the top, and he's an alien in a flying saucer. What's neat about him, and it's hard to show it, is if he goes off the edge of something, he turns around. Because underneath there's an extra wheel, you see, and when it hits an edge of a table, it will turn and go in the opposite direction, or right along the edge. Let's see if he does it here. There he goes, he turns right back, you see. Oh, turns around again. Here he comes. It's kind of out of frame, but you get the idea. Now his windup is on the top, and let me show you his little alien body there. Can you see his little alien body in the light? There he is. So he's in his little spaceship. Very, very cool. Now I gotta tell you that really, these wind-up toys are so much fun, and they're good stocking stuffers to have. They go in real nice, you can play with them, and then you can sit them down and put them on your, well, like your desktop, you know, or your dresser, and have a little collection. And your moms and dads can always find wind-up toys in different toy stores, and of course Santa Claus will bring them to you too, you know. I don't bring things on your birthday, if you know what I mean. Christmas is my cup of tea. Actually, hot cocoa. Now, we're going to put this on stop again, and I'm going to show you another one of my little excerpts. This excerpt is going to be something I hope you like. It's on magic, so hold on.